So student council has been wanting to host a talent show for a while, and I kind of was resistant to it, but it was actually pretty heavy on my heart that this would be something we could do to tie into leukemia lymphoma.
Leukemia has affected my life since I was young because my brother, back in 1973, was diagnosed with leukemia. And he was 2 years old. I was in 4th grade. So we basically, elementary school on up, we dealt with my little brother dealing with leukemia.
Last week I got a call, and it was get to the hospital because instead of 1 day of chemo a month, it went into, we're taking your son to the hospital and he's going to be doing them 5 days a week, 24 hours a day, and then go home and then come back every 3 weeks. So it's just been kind of a whirlwind the last week on us.
My whole family was there and they were all crying, though she got wheeled out in a wheelchair and she was trying not to cry. And so she told us she had AML, and yeah.
My mom's always had rheumatoid arthritis, so she's had that since she was about 50. And so she's taken several drugs, and a lot of the side effects from drugs are different things that could happen. And one of them was lymphoma, could have been something that came up with all the drugs she's dealt with. And it was about May 2012, her abdominal area, she wasn't feeling well, so we went to her primary doctor, who x-rayed and told us that she thought it was lymphoma. She just started feeling really badly. She couldn't eat. She was just very weak, sure. And so finally the doctors came and told us there's not much we can do. Her organs are actually shutting down, so they're not going to be able to do chemo. But that was so fast. That was the summer of 2012, and it went from May, where we knew something wasn't right, and then she was gone by the end of July.
It's been kind of overwhelming to us because different friends, people we don't even know, they've all been donating to my son's GoFundMe page since he's going to be off work for a while. And Red Oak's home, and it's home for my son as well, even though he lives in Midlothian now, but he's a graduate from here. So, you know, the graduating class of 97 have really stepped up, and they're doing garage sales and all kinds of things to help him. And so, you know, Red Oak's just, it's a giving community.
I did have the support of my Red Oak family. I had all their support, the Booster Club support, of course, math department, everybody, high school. It was a big support system, and I didn't have to worry about anything while I was away, having to deal with all that.
How have you been involved in the Leukemia Lymphoma Society?
Well, every year since then, we've been going to this walk sponsored by them called Light the Night, and basically a bunch of survivors and people who have been impacted by it all meet up at this place in Dallas, and we do a walk to honor the people who have been affected.
Thank you for coming to the talent show tonight. Thank you for supporting the Lymphoma Society. More money means more education and more lives that can be saved.
Thank you so much for coming out tonight to the talent show, for supporting student council, and especially for supporting the Leukemia Lymphoma Society.
Thank you for coming out and supporting the Leukemia Lymphoma Society today. Every donation, every proceed that goes to the organization really does benefit in the research into finding a cure.
To all of our acts who came out to perform tonight, thank you for being brave and getting out on that stage for a great cause. You have no idea how much we appreciate it. Thank you for performing tonight.
Thank you for coming out and supporting the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. I personally appreciate all the funds that are brought in, because the more money brought in, the more education and research can be done to find a cure, not only for leukemia and lymphoma, but for any type of cancer and disease. That's what it's about. So I really appreciate y'all coming out and supporting. Thank you.